The girl boss agenda has finally hit the wall, and studios such as Disney, Marvel, and others face an epic meltdown that we've all seen coming. Okay, so Hollywood elites out there made the girl boss propaganda the default lead in every franchise. Now, the girl boss shows up with no backstory, no growth, and no reason to even care. And every time a legacy character gets removed, a girl boss is plugged in to take their place. And the audience sees the pattern right now, and the girl boss is no longer selling at all. It's just another warning. Now, swapping out the main character does not work at all. You see, putting a different face on the franchise does not sell tickets at all. John Wick needs to be John Wick. Mad Max needs to be Mad Max. When you push those names in and then hand the story over to someone else, basically, people feel lied to. And the Hulk needs to be Hulk as well. But they do not reward bait and switch cast, and you see they stop caring. The numbers drop, the hype fades, the conversation just simply moves on. Okay, you cannot replace legacy characters with girl bosses and expect everything to stay the same. All right. Now, honestly put, before, like a few weeks ago, Deadline and the rest of Hollywood media keep giving the same excuse. You see, they connect to the failure to Me Too, where they say the industry was trying to do the right thing, but and they say the girl boss was a necessary change. But they ignored the outcome. They ignore the fatigue. They ignore what audiences are saying with their money, okay? And people are walking away. Now, the girl boss is not bringing them in at all. They have them just staying at home. The studios are just pretending to be surprised at this point, and it's no surprise. But action movies with female leads are not new. You have Alien, and you also have Foxy Brown. They had those, and they were real characters. They had arcs. They had struggles. They had flaws. The girl boss today does not have these things. The girl boss is written to win, basically. She does not grow. She doesn't learn. She appears strong and stays that way. And she's not a character. She's just an idea. And that is why people don't connect with her at all. Okay. Now, the industry itself used to know how to actually write strong female leads. For example, Kill Bill worked. Salt worked. Lucy made money at least. Atomic Blonde had a fan base basically, and they were not girl bosses. They were actual people, okay? But the difference is actually clear. Those characters existed before the current agenda, and they weren't even wrapped in political talking points, okay? But the girl boss came later where she replaced them, okay? And she took their place on the screen and the box office dropped, all right? Now, honestly, the girl boss ideology moved into everything. It entered sci-fi, it entered fantasy, it entered the superhero movies and stuff, and it even entered animation. Okay, it entered comic books where it does belong, and there used to be female characters with depth, and now they're just girl bosses or Mary Sues as they call them, and they all act the same, they talk the same, they lecture, they interrupt, they dominate the scene itself, and they're not individuals, they're just a formula. Okay, and that formula is failing. All right. Ghostbusters 2016 is where it all started. It showed the new model. We take a male franchise, gender swap it, promote it as a win for culture, attack the fans when they object and call them names, dismiss their opinions, and when it fails, blame them. I mean, that's the girl boss business model. It happened again and again, and studios saw Ghostbusters failed and repeated every part of it. You see, they don't even fix the story. They didn't even build new characters. They just copied the same pattern. And then there's also Rey in Star Wars, where she was designed to the same way. She took the name, she took the legacy, she had no backstory, she had no struggle. She beat every opponent basically, and she knew everything. And right there, and Luke Skywalker was just sidelined. Leia was just renamed General. The old cast lost meaning. They were moved aside. The girl boss took over, and audiences noticed, and they didn't feel that particular connection. They did not return for more at all. And Star Trek even followed with their with Micah Burnham. She committed mutiny. She got promoted. She led every mission. She made every decision. She was always the right in the writing stuff. She became the center of every episode, and she had no real conflict. The girl boss role just simply pushed out every other character. Even Doctor Who tried the same formula. The Doctor changed form. The new version had a message. The message simply replaced the personality. The viewers even turned off the show, okay? And then we also have Rings of Power. Redesigned Galadriel. She did not lead with wisdom. She didn't speak with grace. She simply yelled. She swung a sword. She charged into battle. She argued in every scene. And Warner Brothers even created new characters based on side material where they gave them lead roles. They promoted them simply as just empowerment, okay? They made them girl bosses. The fans did not reject women at all. You see, they just simply rejected rewrites, all right? And they saw it clearly. And even the Witcher was reshaped around the whole girl boss mentality. Geralt was pushed aside, the story was moved away from him, and the new focus was on women. The result was uneven. Henry Cavill left, the show changed, and the audience faded. Wheel of Time, which recently has been canceled, also made that shift. The lore was altered, the tone changed, the leadership actually behind the scenes was replaced, and even the viewers didn't connect with that. The whole girl boss push didn't even keep the show alive, okay? Game of Thrones also made Arya stronger. When she became invincible, she didn't need help. She ended every conflict. She changed tone. She lost what made her human as well. Westworld did the same thing. The first season had structure, then it shifted to messages where the girl boss simply appeared in every corner, okay? And the characters stopped evolving, okay? Terminator Dark Fate removed depth. The new characters were defined simply by slogans, okay? The original characters were rewritten. The viewers didn't even return. And that's no surprise right there. Even the kids' films changed too. Toy Story 4 changed Bo Peep. She had new lines. She gave orders. Incredibles 2 gave Elastigirl the spotlight. Mr. Incredible was sidelined. The tone was different also. The audience noticed that as well. The MCU, as you all know, adopted the same model. Every movie featured a girl boss. And if there was, simply a male lead and stuff, there were stronger female side characters. It was not subtle. It was policy. And people started to go ahead and drift away from them too. And right now, as you can see, Ironheart is the next example. The legacy of Tony Stark is handed off. The new character is pre-approved, where she's the best. She doesn't even struggle. She knows what to do. And the marketing will say that she is the future, but the pattern is already known. The girl boss appears, the fans disappears. Heck, even Silver Surfer has been altered, with Sue Storm will likely be the lead. Reed Richards may not even matter at this point, and the writing choices are just simply predictable. The outcome is likely right there, and the pipeline simply continues, where gender changes, story rewrites, older characters are made stronger than ever before. Physics and realism are set aside and ignored. Dialogue is shaped around modern values. Villains are softened. Consequences are rare. The girl boss always wins, and she is not challenged, okay? She's simply praised, and she's forgiven. The viewers do not respond. They tune out. They even stop paying attention, okay? Now, basically, the old hero's journey has been removed, okay? The call to adventure has been skipped. The refusal is skipped. The learning phase is skipped as well. The transformation is skipped. The girl boss begins as complete. You see, she doesn't even change. She defeats her opposition easily. She's celebrated all the time, and that's the structure right now. It doesn't connect at all, and people don't even relate to it. They can't relate to it. They just simply stop watching. They don't care what happens next. Mad Max Fury Road set up a shift where it introduced Furiosa, and she was just the co-lead, but then basically made it the main lead. The next film removed Max. The name stayed. The story changed. It didn't work. Ballerina followed the same model, okay? It simply borrowed from the John Wick name. It focused elsewhere. The films both underperformed. The girl boss model was used. The audience stayed at home, basically, and they had seen it before. And studios often ask why these movies fail. They look at the runtime, they look at the trailers, they look at critics, and they do not look at the writing itself. You see, they don't even see the repetition, basically. The girl boss appears in the same way every time, where she acts the same, she sounds the same, she wins the same, and audiences have no reason to even care anymore. Okay, they move on. The industry doesn't listen anymore, and the girl boss era is based on control. It rewrites stories, silences criticism, rejects feedback, punishes loyalty, and it also demands applause while at the same time. And it doesn't build anything new, simply replaces what worked. It treats history as a mistake. The audience is not confused at all. They just simply know what happened, okay? Now, they stopped watching and caring, and they're not coming back until something actually changes, okay? And that's right there. No one hates a strong female lead. That's why Wonder Woman worked. Okay, the first one, not the sequel. But yeah, other than that, the fans will keep staying away until something changes, and they'll never come back. So let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Be sure to smash that like button and share the video far and wide across social media. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on that bell for future uploads notifications, and I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, peace.